Yo, what's up, everybody? Yo, look, I know this is not morning momentum. Obviously, this is well past morning momentum. But if you guys been following along what's been happening on social media, thank you guys for tuning in. If you guys been following along, what's up, guys, there on Instagram? We have been doing the 0 to Hero Challenge, which has been really cool. This is day number 3. If you guys who don't know, it's 15-day challenge, meaning just Monday through Friday. We're building a business from scratch. 3 hours a day. I can't work on the business outside of those 3 hours. But we've been doing some really cool stuff. The same stuff that I've been talking to you guys about. The same stuff I've been talking about, setting up your lead gen, why that's so important. Literally the first 3 days with 9 hours worth of work, we've created a business. We have set up LLC. We have set up a website. We have a logo. We have VAs interviewed. We have VAs trained. We have tools set up. We have the data we need. We have the VAs prospecting. Today is our first full day prospecting. Crazy stuff. So we've already accomplished all that in 3 days. Now it's just a matter of getting these leads in and getting them across the finish line, getting them closed. We're going to add on, there's going to be some really cool stuff as we go, as you guys are going to see some other different things we're going to be doing. But ultimately, like, if you guys aren't watching, or if you missed out on the 0 to Hero REI live thing, if you're not a part of the group that's watching us live, that's totally cool, because guess what? We're going to be releasing the recordings as like a course program once we're done. So if you want to be a part of that, go to 0 to Hero REI.com. 0 to Hero REI.com. Join the waiting list. We already have over 1,000 people on that. So we're super duper excited about that. So again, guys, look, I know it's not the morning, but I did not want to miss the opportunity to come live. We even had some internet issues, dude. We've gone through it all today, but I'm excited to come to you guys because this is day number 27 of your virtual REI rundown. We're literally doing the things in this challenge that I'm telling you guys here on my YouTube channel. So have you watched the VA action plan, the 30 days? It's literally a playbook of getting VAs ready to rock and roll in your business. The stuff we've been talking about here during the virtual REI rundown is literally a playbook to getting your business up and going, right? So the first week we talked about lead gen. Second week we talked about acquisition. Third week we talked about disposition. Fourth week, admin. And this week has been putting it all together, okay? Now, what we've been doing this week is, the first day I talked about partnerships. Obviously, you guys can go back and watch that. Yesterday, we talked about setting up your LLC. Should you do that? Should you not do that? Should you wait? Ultimately, don't let that stop you from taking action. But it is something you're going to want to have set sooner than later, especially when you start getting deals ready to go, right? You're getting some deals signed. Like, as soon as you can, before that deal closes, set up your LLC. Because you don't want to get paid in your personal name, okay, guys? That is like the worst thing you're going to want. Your taxes on that is ridiculous. You want to get paid, you want to set up your LLC, you want to make sure you have the proper structure. Talked about that yesterday. Now, today, we reached day number 27. If you guys have been getting some value from this, I see you guys on Instagram. If you guys have been getting some value from the stuff we've been talking about here, going live every single morning, just give me some hearts on this video, some thumbs up, something. If you guys on YouTube getting some value from this, the daily lives, I enjoy doing them, but I would love to get some feedback. So if you guys get some value from this stuff, I would love to see some thumbs up, some hearts or whatever, like this video. But ultimately, again, this last week here, we're putting it all together. And today I want to go back through a concept which I feel like is very important, which could be one of the biggest concepts of this entire business. When it comes to real estate investing and setting up your wholesaling business, fix and flip business, whatever, just property acquisition, it should be ran like a conveyor belt, okay? And that's why lead gen comes first, because none of the other things happen without lead gen. Now, one of my favorite tools for like outlining, because I'm big on like, I'm like on the edge of a little bit of integrator, a little bit of visionary, just like right there in between. I like to outline kind of how I want my business to be, right? I want to outline what I want my business to look like. Because in my head, I'm like, okay, it should work like this, right? It should work like leads. Should work. Leads come in, they're followed up on. Okay, followed up on. Then what? Okay, after they're followed up, we need to have an acquisition call. Then what? Okay, after we have the acquisition call, we get that deal signed. Then what? Right? Okay, we get it signed, then we have go to disposition. Okay, then what? Right? So you had this whole conveyor belt process lined out. One of my favorite tools that I use every single day. So it doesn't really matter just for the real estate stuff. I love like mind mapping things. So one of my favorite tools of doing that is Whimsical. Whimsical.com. Highly recommend using that tool for flowcharts. It's super duper affordable. It's like $9.99 a month or something. But basically, what I want you guys to do today, as you're starting putting this together, you're taking the action, you now know what you really need to do. Okay? Just a matter of just getting it done. Don't wait on the sidelines. Don't not take action. But as you do this, one of the best ways I have found to organize your business and your organization chart as you grow is using a software like Whimsical to do that. So just the other day, I probably spent about 6 hours on Whimsical going through, okay, what is Matt still doing in this business? Not in the Zero to Hero challenge, not the one that we're building. What am I still doing in the main real estate business that Cody Pace and I share, right? And for me, I'm still in certain little phases over here on the lead gen side, right? I'm the one who says, oh, this is who we're going to market to. Now I want you to go, let's go make this happen. Then the team does it, right? But I'm still responsible for that. But only know that is by outlining what I want that department to look like. Okay. So how I have it on my flow chart is I have, okay, if my department is lead gen, okay, right underneath that department, I have a department head, which is just a marketing director, right? So right now, Matt is playing the marketing director role, okay? And then underneath the marketing director, I have all these folks that carry out the different marketing methods, right? They're responsible for monitoring what is our cold calling doing? What is our direct mail doing? What is our, texting doing? What is all these things? How are all these things working? Are they hitting our minimum standards? Are we getting our weekly leads? Are we getting our monthly leads? Are we hitting our KPIs? Like all that goes into that one section of my flow chart. So I know what I should be looking for as a marketing director. Okay. So as you guys start looking at this and you build your business and you start building these departments, and the same thing goes not just for lead gen, same thing goes for acquisition. Who's the sales director, right? Making sure that we're getting our contract signed. Disposition, who's our disposition director? Making sure that we're getting our deals sold, right? The TC and everything else works under that person. And then under the admin side, I have what I call an operations assistant, right? Because ultimately, it's the operations assistant job to make sure these things are getting done on the admin, the back end. So I have put this thing together and, outlining and mapping out. So if it's just you and you're trying to build out your business, that's totally cool. I recommend using a tool like that so you know what that may look like as you continue to build. Because there's places on my flow chart within the business that either isn't currently filled and I know, ooh, that's a position I need to hire for next. And there's also positions that are filled that either I'm in and I feel like I need to find someone to take that role, or I have people in seats that shouldn't be there so I can play musical chairs and put people in the right spots. How do you think Mark found his position? How do you think I found that systems manager? Is by realizing like, oh, I definitely need help over here. And I realized that I have this person in my lead gen department that shouldn't be there. They have other skills outside of that. So if you guys haven't picked up a book, it's called Who Not How. Okay. Who Not How is all about finding the who's, not asking yourself, how can I pull myself out of my position? How can I find help for sales? How can I get more leads and deals? How can I get someone to help me do this? It's who's going to help me get more deals? Who's going to pull, is going to be the person to pull me out of this position? Who is going to be this person for this role? Right? And when you approach it that way, number one, it's more scalable. And number two, it gives you a real solution. And if you guys read that book, in the book, it says, if you have enough money to solve a problem, then you don't have a problem, right? I was like, oh my God, that's so true. If you have enough money to solve a problem, then you don't have a problem. And if you don't have enough money to solve the problem, then you know what the problem is, right? So right now, guys, if you're trying to build this massive business and you think you need to have this perfect system, that's not where you start. You're like, I need money. I need money so I can solve these problems. And then you slowly build from there. So the tool I use is Whimsical. You can go to whimsical.com. You can check it out. I think they have a free trial. Use it if you want, but I'm just trying to give you guys some pointers as you start to put all these things together. You know, ultimately, you're going to do enough action, and you're going to do enough. If you're watching this, you're going to make it happen. You're going to get deals done. Like, I feel confident about that. You're going to get 1 or 2 deals. You're going to get to the point where you're pretty consistent with getting a deal a month. And that'll bring in 6 figures for you for the year, which should be enough for you to realize that you should probably go full time into this. Now, if you want to go past that, now everybody's got different goals, I understand. But if you want to go past that, remember, going back to the admin week, you will always fall back on your systems. You'll always fall back on the people in your systems. If you have $1 million system, then you're going to have $1 million business. You can't have a $10 million business with $1 million system. That's all it is, guys. So as you start putting this stuff together, find your who's, okay? Find your who's. Stop asking yourself how you can do more. It's not fair to you, and it's not fair to your business, okay? It's not fair to you, and it's not fair to your business if you're asking yourself, how can I do more? All right? So pick up that book if you haven't read it yet, Who Not How, listen to it. I personally am not the biggest reader. To be honest with you guys, I start to like fall asleep. After like 10 pages, I'll be reading and I'll just start getting like, oh my God, right? But I can listen to a book all day. But for like strategy stuff, I like to have the physical book so I can go and highlight. But as far as like reading, I'm not that great. I'd rather just listen to it. So Who Not How is a book I listen to. So either pick it up, read it if you're a reader, listen to it if you're a listen to it person, or just heed this advice. Find the who's. Stop asking yourself how, right? And pick up a tool so you can start plotting out how you want your business to be, right? But not spending all your time there. I love spending once a week when I do my Sunday stuff and I look at my smart week. I plot everything out. I'm like, okay, this is my goal. This is my goals for this week. This is what I want the business to look like. This is what the bottlenecks are. So I know what problems to solve. But then going back to, do I have enough money to solve this problem? Or do I need to go make more money? Right? So ask yourself those questions, guys. Use Whimsical as you want, but definitely find some who's. I appreciate you all as always. I know this isn't in the morning, but still important. I love coming on and seeing all you guys, especially I see you on Instagram. I see you guys on YouTube. Kyle, what's up, brother? Aaron, what's up? Maggie, good to see you. Thank you guys for coming and tuning in. I will see you tomorrow morning. Later. Peace.